Good day, everyone. It's Lauren Maxey here with your daily counsel update for the day. Wanted to touch base, as many of you know, we're reviewing a lot of estate plans with clients. With everything that's been going on, it's good to dust them out, bring them out, review, make sure everything's still up to date and in good form. And actually, one question has come up a bit over the past couple days of just practicalities of the use of these documents. As y'all know, we're passionate about discussing actually how you get the benefit of the plan and how you use it. So wanted to touch base and share a little bit about a question we've gotten a few times on financial power of attorneys. As many of you know, financial power of attorneys can be structured in many different ways. They can be structured to be immediately effective. Upon signing, the person that I name as my agent can step in, access accounts, write checks in my name, buy, sell things, do whatever the powers that are set forth in that document allow them to do. That's very common. Another common structure is what's called a springing financial power of attorney, or only upon my incapacity can this person step in, access accounts, pay bills, and all of that stuff. And that's 2 letters from physicians saying that I'm no longer able to handle my financial affairs. Now, a lot of people are a little more comfortable with that structure if we're the ones that are still running the show, don't necessarily want the agents to be able to step in just yet and see everything, but if needed, I want them to step in. With that level of comfort comes some practical things that we want to talk about and just make sure, if needed, people can step in. So first and foremost, having a list of where are assets. And then if someone needed to step in and help out, would there be an issue with the delay in needing to get letters from physicians and filing that power of attorney, sharing it with the financial institutions that I work with? And I'm worried about the delay that may occur there and essentially things that might not be able to be paid in that interim. So a couple of things, there's no right or wrong. Everyone's situation is very unique. So this is an individualized conversation we're having with clients, but a few things that have come up to be aware as options to consider. One, first and foremost, is talk with your primary financial institutions. Get these documents, share them with them, say, hey, can you take a look? Is this acceptable? At least get it on file and with their office. They still would need to have those letters from physicians, but they might be able to speed the process along if they already have it on file in their system. They don't have to process it from scratch. So that's number one. Number two, that we've seen a few people as kind of a safeguard, a thing that makes them a little more comfortable, is looking at, do we have a small account somewhere that's kind of our operational account? It's commonly like a checking account or a small investment account that we would be comfortable with someone having immediate access to. So with that financial institution, you can sign a power of attorney to give them the right to step in with that financial institution. And for that specific account, they're able to access quicker and get in and take care of things. So that's another thing to look at, and just considering where that makes the most sense. That does cause some issues as well. Again, it's an individualized conversation of what we're comfortable with, because if you're adding someone as a power of attorney to that individual account, you're giving them access, they can log in, they can see what's going on, so you have to be comfortable with that. And in particular, one of the things I want to advise against that we commonly say is not a great idea, but most often people immediately think, oh, let me add my loved one to this account. Let me just put their name on that bank account. That is not what we want to do. It's thinking along the right lines. Instead, we want to get their power of attorney, them as an agent on that account, but we don't want to put them as an owner on that account. And it's a slight difference, but it's an important difference. If they're an owner, technically it's their asset. You've gifted them 50% of that account, potentially. And additionally, that asset is then subject to their creditors, depending on the type of account that we're dealing with. So we want to keep it protected, keep it in your sole name. That gifting of that 50% or adding their name to that account can also cause some issues if we're looking at qualifying for Medicaid down the road. And so there's a lot that goes into that. Again, very individualized discussion. This is just high-level options that we look at with clients. But give us a call if that is a concern for you. We're happy to walk through it together. There's a lot of different facets to analyze with all of this, but we're here, happy to walk through, look at your individual circumstances. But hopefully that gets you thinking about, practically speaking, can my agent step in? Will they be able to do so effectively, efficiently? So give us a call. We're always happy to talk. That's it for today, and I hope you'll have a lovely rest of your day.